What's up, YouTube? It's your boy 908 Daily, man. We back with another video. Or not 908 Daily, but Daily. You know what I'm saying? Jack Doherty has set a new low. So, I don't know what the video's about. I don't know what happened to Jack Doherty, but we just gonna have to figure that out. Yes, sir.
For Polo G scammed him out of 200,000.
I'm not gonna say how much I paid Polo because that's none of your guys' business.
And then Polo G would be another 200, that's 400. One more? Why are you guys insane like that?
Wait.
Just funny, like, dude, the amount of views that come here once I donate a couple hundred subs is emotional.
I'm not gonna lie, we just finessed about a 300 chat.
Jack Doherty, the person that any commentary channel talks about to keep their lights on for the rest of the month. I'll be honest, I've kind of ran out of things to say about Jack Doherty. I feel like he does a new stupid thing.
He's a weirdo.
Week. I think what makes him stand out from the traditional kick and clip farmer is the fact that
the nigga don't stand out. The nigga's just weird, bro. Like, it's not that he stands out, bro. He's just a weirdo, bro. Like, he does shit for like clout, and then like other than that, like he does weird shit. Like it's just weird.
that he has such a self-inflated, probably shouldn't say that word. He has a very big ego, which actually tends to precede his entire personality. Like, for example, I'm sure you saw every YouTuber cover the car crash situation that happened, to the point that he thought of not checking if his friend was okay, but instead getting a good angle on the road to make sure that, he can get a thumbnail for the video. Now, Jack at the minute is struggling for any kind of relevancy he can maintain at the minute, because he's actually one of the few people to be fully deplatformed off Kick. Usually on Kick, you do something bad, you'll get a week ban, unless you maybe slip Aiden Ross some money.
You gotta give me 300k cash if you want to get a ban on Kick.
Now, he is one of the few people that Kick refused to have back. Funnily enough, when Jack was fully banned off of Kick, his brother actually came out talking about it, saying it was fully deserved and the kid needs to learn his lesson.
I think him being banned from Kick is a good thing, because I think he needs to learn his lesson. You're not invincible.
So what happens if you add 9 plus 10? You get 21.
So his own brother is like, bro, come on, Jack, bro. Like, your own brother's like, you know what I'm saying? Come on, bro.
Which is Jack Doherty's age now. And not too long after that car crash incident, he posted a video saying that he made it to 21. I do like how you've got the fire responders and stuff, just like looking at Jack walking around topless when he's jumping around, probably being paid. What would they get paid? They'd probably make what he makes in a month in about 10 years. Now, I'm assuming Jack made that tweet as a snide to all the people that hope he died. And, I, for one, very brave statement here. I'm happy that he's alive. I think it's really easy to lose sight. You see a creator online you've never met in person, and you just think that they're just such a complete monster that they might deserve something horrible happening to them. I'm not in that camp, but despite the fact that I'm happy that he's still alive, I'm definitely going to keep criticizing him. For example, he continued to keep using that crashed McLaren for content because he knew that at the time everyone was talking about it, or is going as far into milking the incident even further by getting his cameraman, who got injured by the way because of Jack's driving, he got his cameraman a jet ski as an apology gift. Oh, Jack is so nice, guys. He's so nice for giving a present out of his...
Oh, God. A jet ski would be kind of useless for me. I'd probably sell it, honestly. I'm not even gonna hold you.
Situation that was entirely his fault in the first place. And on top of that as well, another nice gesture. Maybe Jack has turned over a new leaf because he gave the guy who pulled him out of the McLaren $10,000. I'm watching the video, by the way, where he gives the guy 10k. It's a very nice gesture, even though it's entirely Jack's fault to put him in that situation in the first place. But it's more the fact that as soon as he pulls out the wad of cash that's basically been sitting on his groin for the past 10 minutes, it plays like, that sad TikTok music you hear in every single montage? Out of all the music they use, it actually comes across like it's parody.
Of course. Thank you.
So it's obvious that Jack is on a bit of a good streak. He's trying to repair his image. I mean, to be fair, those gestures, getting your cameraman a jet ski, giving a guy that saved you, pulls you out the car 10...
Bro, there's no actual repairing his image unless he just... Like, I mean, it's not that his image is... He has like a like whatever the image, he just has to stop being a fucking dickhead, bro. That's it. He just has to stop being a jackass. That's all it is, and grow up a little bit. That's it.
Okay, it's good gestures. Is it dampened a little bit when you've got like a 3-way camera set up with all your people filming it, knowing it's going to be posted on social media? Yeah, a little bit. I mean, Jack, again, is someone who is obsessed with attention, and most e-celebs are like this. They will do anything to stay in the limelight. Even at one point, he got himself a diamond pendant that said, "Fuck Jack Doherty" on it. I mean, if anything, this is giving me flashbacks to Aiden Ross's Trump Cybertruck. So, since the McLaren crash, what has Jack been up to? Obviously, like I said, he's tried to improve his self-image a little bit, but more recently, he freaked everyone out by posting a video of himself doing a wheelie on a motorbike, saying it's better than driving. Yep, great stuff, man. You just got into a car accident and now you're posting yourself doing wheelies. Again, very safe. I get it. We all played Trials HD as a kid, but like, I think you should stay away from anything with a steering wheel or handles for a while now. Also, I do want to give a shout out to Trials HD. If you guys played that, you deserve an actual veterans discount. That game was absolutely cracked, and it was very, very difficult. I remember playing Trials as a kid, and there was like a map maker I think you could use to like make your own tracks and stuff. And I remember just making the purposely like most impossible to beat maps. And then when I put them out for the public to use, they downvoted me. So yeah, then I kind of stopped. Also, on top of this, which is really, really surprising, he was never actually banned off of Twitch, and he started to stream on there as well. So it seems for the most part, Jack has now actually moved over to being a Twitch streamer, which like, I swear this is the opposite, where it's like, you get banned off Twitch, right? You go over to Kick, not the other way around. This might be the first case I've ever seen of someone being banned off Kick and then going over to Twitch. But he's recently found another streaming platform because God knows we definitely don't have enough of them. This one is called Party. So Party is different from Twitch, different from Kick, different from YouTube or Rumble, because Party is a Web3 based live streaming platform. What does Web3 mean? Something cryptocurrency. It basically means that creators are given 100% of their tips through crypto. Now, this was built through the Partisia blockchain, a chain which is known for being privacy preserving and also peer-to-peer transaction friendly. What does any of this mean? Basically, it means that Party allows people to make direct transactions to their favorite party creators without having to worry about, you know, third-party wallets. Or, for example, how most people donate, they usually use PayPal. You don't need to worry about that either. Now, if you're a real crypto bro, you're probably soy-facing at what I just said. Oh, it's Web3. Oh my God, I could send him Dogecoin. But to the majority of the public, and to me personally, it just means it's a crypto-based platform. But considering that the creators get to keep all of their tips, there is no shock to me that Jack quickly jumped from Twitch over to Party. I do find the irony that Twitch was one of the biggest streaming platforms to outright ban like slots or gambling, and then the alternative sites are basically playing on that by paying out solely in crypto. Now, I do also think that Jack has some kind of like deal with this Party platform because they do plaster his face pretty much everywhere, and he does tweet about them constantly. I mean, a good example is he actually offered Fuzi, who is another regular person I talk about on this channel, a chance to move to Party after his recent ban off Kick. Although this might be more of a bit than an actual contract opportunity because certain things they've been saying to each other, but we'll get into that beef a little bit later. Now, not only has Jack offered Fuzi a second chance, so did Party themselves, as they actually promoted Fuzi's latest track into his rapper era. But at the minute, Fuzi doesn't really seem to be that interested right now. He's too busy getting angry that he didn't get 177 retweets on a post he put out previously. And also he's talking about making an account on Twitch. Like, if they have him, I'll be amazingly surprised. So speaking about Fuzi and Party, this makes me remind myself of how Jack is trying very, very hard to be relevant again in some form or another. Again, once you're an e-celeb, that clout, it's like a drug that you can never get enough of. I like to imagine when streamers go to a drug dealer, it's like, you want the usual? It's like, no, I want clout. And in exchange, you've just got to pay for 3 clip farms. So besides Jack and Party opening their arms to welcome Fuzi, Fuzi has continued to talk smack about Jack on stream any chance he gets.
He's a devil. He ruins the kids. He ruins the generations.
It's basically his new bit because, as we know, Neon, another streamer I've talked about a fair bit, Fuzi absolutely despises this kid, but now he seems to have channeled all that hatred into Jack Doherty. Now, Jack also clapped back at this, saying to Fuzi that he is a businessman and Fuzi is just a big clown trying to fit in with the younger generation. He also adds a screenshot of Fuzi looking at his phone while driving. That was, of course, throwing shade at Jack's McLaren incident. And then he even added a clip, which, of course, had the steak watermark on it of Fuzi supposedly having an issue with his kidneys, but it kind of comes off as him playing up to the camera a little bit.
Floor and cry about my kidneys being burst the whole time.
Now, although this isn't like the most viral conversation, I'll be honest, I don't think any YouTubers actually picked up on this beef because it is so microscopic. He's still egging him on though, regardless. Once Fuzi later gets banned on Kick, Jack takes a moment to plug Party to have him on the platform, even though it's very clear that Fuzi wants nothing to do with Party or Jack. Not too long after, Jack announces his new home streaming at Party and asks everyone what he should do. Fuzi comes in and, as usual, is quite aggressive, quite, you know, making the entire situation about himself. I think, honestly, out of any character I could compare Fuzi to, it's probably Prince Charming from the second Shrek film.
Bro, Fuzi is just very... I don't know if that's how he actually acts or whatever, but the nigga seems mad annoying, bro. Like, there's parts where, like, he can be cool, but, like, mostly he seems annoying to be around.
He has a chronic disorder of main character syndrome. And Jack responds by saying that Fuzi should either take a break or join Party. Very, very insightful stuff there. Anyway, despite Jack shilling to Fuzi every 5 seconds that he should join Party, probably because he'll get a sign-up bonus on top of that, Jack has also been living his life with various rappers, like, for example, Polo G and Lil Baby. Now, apparently there was a rumor going around that Jack actually paid Polo G to perform at his birthday party, but Polo G left the party after around 20 minutes after being paid. And you're probably wondering, how much did Jack Doherty pay? Now, this kid makes a lot of money. He manages various OnlyFans creators. That's basically how he gets most of his income. Now, apparently he was paid $200,000 to appear for 20 minutes and then leave. Now, there was no confirmation on this, by the way. There's basically just been some viral TikToks going around that seem to have gotten traction. Like one account here that has over 1 million likes by Brandon Spam, and he basically does, like, you know, TikTok news coverage. He does great stuff. Unfortunately, he does have a terminal case of TikTok accent.
Jack Doherty is currently going viral after rapper Polo G scammed him out of $200,000. So last night, Jack Doherty was live on stream and he was having like a really big house party at his house, and he decided to pay Polo G $200,000 to come to his party and perform. So after Polo G got his $200,000, he showed up to Jack Doherty's house to perform at his party, and Polo G probably performed for maybe 5 minutes. And then that was it. He just completely left.
I do like how the news cycle seems to work on the internet right now, where it's usually people on TikTok that are actually getting the coverage first before the, you know, the big journo tabloids. But this has created a horrible cycle where people on TikTok are claiming things with absolutely no proof to back it up whatsoever, and then the news outlets will cover that, and, you know, they'll say allegedly or whatever other words to cover their own ass. But still, it's just like layers and layers of saying things with no proof. I mean, did he pay 200K and left after 20 minutes? I have no idea. It's funny if that's true, but I can't find a single source that says it. Now, Jack did eventually come out to talk about it himself, saying that basically, not once, but twice, a sponsor covered their performances versus Jack's personal bank account.
Earlier in the month for 200, and then Polo G would be another 200, that's 400. But I don't even gotta pay for either of them. I get sponsors to pay for my party so I can have my favorite rappers there and perform because I'm a fucking G! Yeah!
That shit's cringe, bro.
One of the ways of him clout chasing was ripping the TikTok and posting it on X, you know, the everything app. I'm never going to call it that. I'm just going to call it Twitter. And then when he posted it, he explained the situation from his end. And to engagement bait in the most Jack Doherty way possible, he said he's not going to actually say how much, but if someone in the comments got it, he would heart the message.
Jack Doherty is currently going viral after rapper Polo G scammed him out of $200,000.
All right, so I've been seeing this everywhere, and I don't know where people got that I spent $200,000 on Polo G. Maybe because I spent $200K for Lil Baby to perform at my 21st birthday, but trust me guys, I am not dropping over $400,000 on rappers in the same month. I'm not gonna say how much I paid Polo because that's none of your guys' business, and I don't know why you guys be trying to pocket watch me so hard. Like, let me...
Look, you can't believe anything Jack Doherty says because this nigga will cap. That's one thing he will do. He will lie, and he will not give a fuck about lying, bro, to y'all.
Do what I want with my money, and leave me alone. Comment how much you think I paid, and maybe I'll heart the one that's right.
And then the second clip after that is him just like hanging out and explaining his side, which is, you know, pretty standard. But it does get a bit weird when the Party app actually tweets a random clip trying to promote Jack Doherty. Okay, maybe it's not the weirdest thing on the planet, but to me personally, it's still very odd. Like, they kind of want to feed into the drama to get Party more popular, I guess. Now, Jack has realized something. He could be the most hated person on the platform, maybe the most hated person on the internet, but as long as you keep giving money to people as a sign of goodwill, maybe you can save your reputation. So what he did recently, which a lot of people talked about, is he gifted Kai Cenat 300 gift subs on Twitch. But don't worry, this wasn't a gesture of goodwill. This wasn't Jack trying to turn over a new leaf. No, it was an invitation for Kai Cenat to collaborate with him, only for Kai to reveal that he did all that as a finesse to basically get all the subs off him.
And I ain't gonna lie. Wait. Okay. Wait. So I'm not gonna lie. I was gonna live with Jack. We just finessed him out of 300, chat. Thank you so much. Nah. He was doing bad all year, chat. I'm not associating myself with that. He was doing bad all year, chat. That's not good. That's not good vibes. That's not good vibes. That's not good vibes.
By the way, if you're wondering how much 300 Twitch subs is, it's about $1,700, just short of $2,000, which, as much as it pains me to say, is basically pocket change for Jack Doherty. But don't worry, Jack somehow, well, in his own head probably, turned it into a W by thinking about how those subs were going to translate into views on the party stream.
I'm not even for that. It's just funny. Like, dude, the amount of views that come here once I donate a couple hundred subs is emotion. Yeah, dude, get Boston, dude. Give me all
Yeah,
and then
he's pretty cringe, bro. It's just like, it just be like, bro, like, oh my god.
get to the Kai and we're up. Cool. Let's go.
Now, was everyone talking about Jack Doherty and Party? Did all the viewers go over to his stream? No. Again, like, you probably didn't even know what Party was until I brought it up in this video. I had no idea what it was before researching. I do like how this is the second time that Jack has basically forked out a huge amount of money to a creator only to get swindled. So yeah, it's really obvious that Jack, like most clip farmers, is doing anything he can to stay in the limelight as much as possible, and he's basically willing to interact with anyone, even people from like enemy camps, just a small chance to be able to, you know, become famous again. Because Jack isn't someone that maintains a fan base like, you know, Kai Cenat or other streamers. He's someone that basically you talk about him in a commentary video and then everyone kind of forgets about him. He doesn't really have any core fan base, and I feel that translates in a similar way to, like, for example, Logan Paul. Because if you look at the likes that Logan Paul gets on his Twitter and the likes that Jack gets on his tweets, it's next to nothing. He basically has his fan base in completely separate areas. Now, will Party actually take off? It is too early to tell, but I know for a fact that anytime a big company gets into trouble or there's a change that the community doesn't like, competitors spring up. I mean, a good example, I know I've mentioned this multiple times, YouTube. When YouTube brought in the demonetization and it cut, you know, YouTubers' revenue basically in half, a lot of people thought about going to other platforms. There was VidMe lasted about a year, then it got shut down. Storyfire, they actually paid me a pretty fat bag to post videos on their platform, and that platform, no one really uses it anymore. And I feel like the next biggest arms race is trying to de-arm Twitch. YouTube is doing probably the best job at the minute, but even then, they're minuscule compared to Twitch. But yeah, Jack is one of those people that you basically just get an update from him from either a YouTuber or a Twitter gimmick account. So yeah, there's really not much else to say there.
All right, man. Let me know what you thought about that video, or you guys thought about the video. I'm gonna try to do more reaction content. But yeah, on to the next video. Yes, sir.